Hey everyone, and welcome back to another versus matchup video. Today we have Goku from the Dragon Ball Xenoverse video games versus Sonic from the Archie comics. If you enjoy this video, dislike and subscribe. And yeah, let's just get into this video. For strength and attack potency, Goku has fought many beings who are above the normal canon Goku and other canon characters. For example, he is much more powerful than the Supreme Kai of Time, who is capable of holding multiverses, which holds, infinite universes, and can collide timelines together with absolutely no difficulty. Not only that, but he was able to, not one-shot, he was able to fight Demigra in his base form, like Super Demigra, who was able to collapse the entire multiverse and a higher multiverse above that, that being known as the real world. This would mean that is a complex multiversal feat, and Goku does this in his base form, which means that in his respective Super Saiyan forms, he is up to hundreds of times more powerful than that. For base Sonic, we know that he is at least solar system level, as he was able to generate enough power by running to collapse a black hole. Not only that, but Super Sonic was capable of destroying the entire universe in a single punch, which is essentially the Super Saiyan God feat for Goku, but obviously much better, considering Goku needed a few punches to carry it out, and he didn't even actually do it, and Sonic just went and did it in one punch, as he was fighting with Knuckles at the time. Not only that, but he's comparable to Master Mogul, whose literally only limit is his imagination, which would imply that he is limitless, or nigh limitless as well, and this is a common theme when talking about Archie Sonic, so just get used to it, alright. The 7 Chaos Emeralds, when collected together, have been stated to have limitless power. So, and this comes into play when Sonic was able to recreate infinite multiverses between the Mega Man and Sonic universe, which definitely puts him on par with Goku's feat of fighting Super Demigra, who is going to collapse multiple multiverses. So, yeah, they're definitely close in power in terms of that. And the rings, the rings that are in the game, right? They're just a form of currency, and they help you get extra lives. In the Archie comics, each and every one individually have nigh limitless power, and Ultra Sonic has 1 billion of them. So you could make the argument that Super Sonic isn't limitless because he needed help to fight an enemy, when if he had limitless power, he would have been just able to defeat him but by his own. However, even then, if you want to lowball him that much, Ultra Sonic, there's no getting around it, he has got unlimited power. So from that logic, he would scale above Goku. If you weren't going to use the whole limitless thing, then Goku, I would say, is stronger, but that's besides the point. So yeah, Sonic takes this section. Xeno Goku from Dragon Ball Heroes, or just from the Xenoverse in general, has gone through the events of the non-canon stories and movies from Dragon Ball Z, like from when he fought Cooler, for example, in Cooler Returns. They fought in instant travel, so he was fighting faster than things that instantly move. Not only that, but he's able to move and stop time as well. And he was also going to power through time, like his power exceeds time just by powering up. Not only that, but of course he should at least be 39 sextillion times the speed of light, going by the universe feat that we talked about in the Ten Shinhan video. And not only that, but many of his enemies that he's fought, such as Demigra and Mira, all of their power and beings are beyond time and can exist outside of it. So this essentially puts Goku's speed at limitless, if not, practically impossible to scale. In base, Sonic ran to other universes, or 1,000 other universes within the space of a day, which puts his base speed at around 300 octillion times the speed of light. Sonic, meanwhile, has also moved and stopped time as well, which this is just really annoying because they both perform infinite feats, so it's just really hard to figure out who's faster. Sonic has also been able to break the concept of time in Super Sonic. This would imply that Super Sonic is more powerful than Super Saiyan 4 Xenogoku. However, due to the points we already stated, I think that it's kind of equal, and yeah, it just kind of goes to prove more that Super Sonic is limitless. But in terms of speed, it's irrelevant. Both of them are beyond time, and both of them can exist outside of it, and both of them have powered through it. So speed is equal here. So yeah. In terms of durability, in Dragon Ball, durability and power usually equate to the same thing. Like 9 times out of 10, that is how it works. So Goku in base should also have the same amount of durability as is in his attack potency. Sonic, meanwhile, in base was able to survive a machine that erases people's souls and can destroy a universe from Dr. Eggman. Not only that, but in Super Sonic, he was able to survive an attack with no difficulty from a guy who also has near unlimited power, which again is more evidence to show that Super Sonic is limitless. So from this logic, you could imply that Super Sonic is, or Sonic just in general, is more durable, especially when you bring Ultra Sonic into account, since he is more powerful than Super Sonic. I mean, if you use feats, then Goku would be more durable, but it is practically the same story as the attack potency, and Sonic is limitless, so therefore he is just more durable than Goku. For abilities, weaponry and techniques, Goku is of course a master martial artist, has been training his entire life. Not only that, but he has 4 different transformations in Xenoverse, that being Super Saiyan, which multiplies his power by 50, Super Saiyan 2 that multiplies it by 100, Super Saiyan 3 that multiplies it by 400, and Super Saiyan 4 which should bare minimum multiply it by approximately 100, considering the Golden Ozaru is times 500 multiplier and it's more powerful than that. So 800 is the usual headcanon, but that's generally where it is. He also has the Power Pole, which is his weapon of choice. It can extend, quite far out, and he also uses it as a weapon he uses to hit people with. He has key related attacks such as the Kamehameha, the Spirit Bomb, the Dragon Fist, the Solar Flare, all with their own separate uses. The Solar Flare blinds people, for example. He has the Kienzan, which can cut pretty much anything in half. It has a limit, but the limit is extremely high up. The Kamehameha is pretty self-explanatory, it's just a powerful beam attack. The Spirit Bomb takes a little bit of time to charge up, but it is extremely powerful. And the Dragon Fist is essentially the Kamehameha, but in fist form, so if he ever needs to use a physical attack, then he can just use that. Not only that, but he has Senzu Beans on hand as well, so he can heal himself at any point, just as long as he can get it off. He can read minds and also has minimal telekinesis as well. So yeah, Goku's pretty versatile. He can also sense where people are too, so even if you're invisible, he can still sense where you are and hit you. Not only that, but he has the Kaioken, which can go up to Kaioken times 100 as seen in the Lord Slug movie. Yeah, that is mostly it for Goku. Much like Goku, Sonic can fly as well. He can also manipulate atoms to the point of turning invisible and phasing through objects. He can manipulate non-physical matter out of pretty much anything. So for example, he can turn air particles into water and things like that. He can do this with ice and fire when he's running too. He can open up portals as well just to send people, and he's also a master swordsman too. He can create force fields and after images, and can also rewind time with the Chaos Emeralds. So for who's more versatile, they are both quite versatile in their own ways. So I'd say Sonic is more versatile in the sense that he has different types of attacks, meanwhile Goku is mostly just versatile in the different types of energy-based attacks. So I'd probably have to give the versatility point to Sonic, and also the ability power point to Sonic too, because of how broken time manipulation is. However, Goku has resisted it though, so it probably wouldn't affect the fight that much. So yeah, I'm giving the versatility point to Sonic. For weaknesses, Goku doesn't really have much. If you cut off his tail whilst in Super Saiyan 4, he won't be able to use it. However, considering he still has Super Saiyan 1 to 3, it wouldn't really affect that much, considering it would just take away his most powerful form and not taking away any of his other forms. The only other weakness I could see is that Sonic could possibly eat one of the Senzu Beans himself and heal himself, which could backfire for Goku. However, considering the speed is pretty much equal, I'm pretty sure Goku wouldn't let that happen, so yeah, Goku doesn't really have that many weaknesses. Sonic, meanwhile, his Super and Ultra forms have a time limit, which is obviously quite detrimental. However, considering he was able to stay in Super Sonic from day till night, that would imply that he should be able to last a few hours with it, at least bare minimum. So for us, the worst weakness, it is probably Sonic. However, their weaknesses are very easily worked around to the point where neither of them really come into play in the fight. So yeah, I'm going to give the point to Sonic, but it's for who has the worst weakness, but equally it's not by very much. Now for the conclusion, and on paper, Archie Sonic would absolutely stomp Goku, which isn't really true. They are both, like, this would be a really close fight. The biggest detriment for Sonic is the Ultra form doesn't last very long, so if Goku can outlast that and eat Senzu Beans when he's about to lose, then he should be able to outlast the Ultra time limit. However, the Super time limit, meanwhile, is going to take a lot longer than that, and he will eventually run out of Senzu Beans. So from that perspective, he would lose, considering Sonic is powerful enough to put him down, and he's not powerful enough to put Sonic down. However, the fight would obviously, like, so Archie Sonic obviously wins. I think we know that. It's just that he would have trouble putting Goku down, not because he's more powerful than Sonic, but because he's just as fast, and despite not being limitless, has feats comparable to Super Sonic, and even some that are better than him. So yeah, this would be a definitely close fight. However, due to the invulnerability of Sonic and how just how damn broken he is, he would win. If they were to both start in base, and if it was solely a base fight, Goku would absolutely stomp, since at best Sonic in base is universal. And not only that, but if Goku had prior knowledge and he wouldn't let him transform, he would instantly just beat him immediately. But that's, you know, just being favourite to Goku. And I'm trying to give scenarios for both of them to win, even though Archie Sonic does win more often than not, as I just said. So Goku could win if he is able to sparingly use the Senzu Beans, because they can bring him back from the point of death, so there's no point in using them for just minor injuries. So, and considering the speed is pretty much equal, they could very well just, you know, keep at it. And this is also implying that Sonic isn't going to be able to get any of the Senzu Beans and eat them himself, or just destroy them. And considering the fact that the speed is equal and that Sonic's intangibility can be brought into play, it shouldn't be too outlandish to say that Sonic is able to steal some of the Senzu Beans. Goku might be able to keep him at a distance with a power pole and his key attacks, and also be able to blind him as well, which can run down the clock. However, I seriously doubt he'll be able to run it down enough to the point where he'd be able to outlast the timer. So yeah, for this fight, Archie Sonic wins. If you enjoyed this video, dislike and subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.